Greetings, Cosmos, and welcome to Boktai. The sun is in your hand. I have a patch on it that'll allow me to interact with some mechanics that otherwise wouldn't work. Konami.
Boktai, the sun is in your hand.
So, I learned about this game from Mega Man Battle Network. Alright, I'll just name the main character Django. Let's see. Central Time, Mountain Time, Pacific. Sure, let's go with Seattle. Select difficulty. So there's no hard mode, but there is an easy mode, but I'm going to go on normal 2.
In a place not too far from here and now, the end of the world approaches. The undead appear, breaking the natural cycle of life and death. The evolution of species ceases, and one by one, they become extinct.
Welcome to Ishtrakon, the city of death. This is the city of death, Ishtrakon. Since time immemorial, this dark city has been ruled by a race known as the Immortal. But now, at last, the sun is rising. You've come at last, the heir to the solar gun, Gun Del Sol, the new vampire hunter. My name is Otenko, messenger of the sun. Together we will bring light back to this world. The castle ahead is the Vampire Lord. Let's go, Solar Boy. Alright, so let's see. No, it's not select L. Yes. There we go. 2 bars ought to be enough. The 2 bars is about what I got playing this physically out in my own sunlight. Fog Castle. Time to sunrise. How do I set the time on this? Because it is not 2 minutes after midnight where I'm at. Here we'll do watch. This is the pile driver. So I'll let the game explain itself. The Vampire Lord, leader of the race of immortal vampires. The wounds your father gave him have not healed. This is our only chance. Even you can do it if you act now. Listen, Solar Boy, bring him in his coffin back here. We will purify him with sunlight in this pile driver. You need sunlight to start the pile driver. See the gauge with the sun mark in the lower right corner? It shows the level of sunlight striking the solar sensor. It's called the solar gauge. You can't use the pile driver when the sunlight level is 0. Oh, yeah, there's absolutely some things that are, whoops, time-based, like, say, what enemies are going to be outside. And since the game thinks it's night, I'm going to, play along with that. Solar Boy, let's go over the solar gun, Gun Del Sol, one more time. Press the B button with the fighter frame equipped to fire a solar shot. Use the shot to temporarily stun the undead. Attacks from behind are the most effective. With the energy in your solar battery, see the gun gauge, in the lower right corner runs out. You won't be able to fire your solar gun. Recharge by letting the sunlight strike the sensor. May the sun be with you! Wait, I'm still outside. I thought it was indoors. Let me reset that enemy. Oh, the enemy's not going to reset from this close by. Anyway, I'm going to try running this, doing a let's play of this. We'll see how far I get. I'm absolutely not going to 100% it because one of the places Wait, Solar Boy. Stand in front of this panel and press the A button. Fine. The panel on this wall is an Otenko panel. Press the A button when the mark is flashing to summon me. Don't be afraid to ask for advice. My knowledge might come in handy. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I'm absolutely not going to 100% this game. The silvery white knight, for example, is ridiculous. That's a solar station. It automatically stores solar energy collected by your solar sensor. You can transfer energy to your gun whenever you need to, even at night. The number above the solar station shows how much energy is left. Hold the A button when in front of the station to transfer energy. Use it wisely now. So this is a skylight. As we can see, the game believes it's night. Night solar frame. Looks like you got the Night Solar Gun frame. If you equip it, you can use a solar spread attack on the undead. Hold down the B button to fire the spread. Use the weapon screen to switch solar gun parts. Press select to bring up the menu screen, and use the L button and R button to select the item screen, weapon screen, or map screen. Try equipping Night from the weapon screen. Weapon, so frame. There's like... okay. There's like 4 games in this series, and each one does something I like better than the others in the series. And it's like, I want a game that has the best of everything. My favorite aspect of this one is the actual locations of the pile drivers, because it's kind of varied. By the way, if you use a solar gun inside a dungeon, crystal spikes when they grow up from the floor. Perhaps you've already seen them? These are solar bamboo shoots. They're made of hardened solar energy. 3 kinds of spirit bugs live in solar bamboo shoots. Solar bugs, which charge your solar gun battery, moon bugs, which recharge your life, and darkness bugs, which drain energy from your solar gun battery. Be sure it's best to run away from darkness bugs. We can attract the other bugs by pressing the A button. Don't forget these solar bamboo shoots, my friend. Alright, and here's what the start button does. When you save, it saves your state at the from when you entered the room. So if something's changed, you want to enter a new room before you save. That's a ghoul, a Bok. This type of undead serves the immortals. Boks are weak, but don't let them spot you. Try to avoid confrontation. Hide in shadows or run past when they're not looking. When a Bok spots you, he attacks with chlorophyllin, a dark substance. If you get chlorophyllin on you, it will start to deplete your life. Shake that stuff off as quickly as you can. You can also sterilize it with your gun, okay? Look carefully. See the rays of light hitting the ground over there? That's a skylight, where light is shining through a hole in the ceiling. Hold the A button under the skylight to recharge the solar gun battery. This is known as a solar charge. Most of the undead are vulnerable to sunlight. If you can lure them under the skylight, you can damage them. Use the skylights well. So yeah, I can hold up against the wall and tap with the A button. And so yeah, most forms of undead don't like sunlight. I will attempt to fix the time the next time I play. If you go outside and your solar gauge shows a level greater than 0, your battery will charge up naturally, or you can perform a solar charge for a quick refill. Pretty easy, right? Yeah, so if I just let this out, you can see it refilling on its own, bit by bit, in addition to being able to do this. Likewise, you can stand under a skylight for a slow refill. Life Fruit! Hooray! So, let's check out the Life Fruit. Get 4 to boost your maximum health. Oh, that's right. Your life gauge maximum. Some description only shows up when you have enough solar gauge. Whoops. So I'm going to try and play it 2 solar gauge units. since that's about what I was normally getting when I had a physical copy of the game. This belongs to the Count. This vampire lord, the Count of Ground-Soaking Blood, was the sworn enemy of your father. But do not be afraid, my young vampire hunter. That crimson scarf holds the spirit of your father. You are not alone. Oh hey, and so this tells you where there's a boss. Only in this case, it's just a coffin. Oops. A trap. But he still can't move, it seems. Your gun alone cannot return him to nothingness. You must take the coffin to where the pile driver is outside the castle. Get close to the coffin and press the A button to grab it. Hold down the A button and use the control pad to drag the coffin along. You cannot run or attack while you're dragging the coffin. Be careful. But yeah, in this game, the pile driver can be used at all kinds of places within a level. But in Boktai 2, there's just one central place where you purify vampires at. And in Boktai 3, it's always at the start of the dungeon. And sure, you can take shortcuts back on your way back as you drag the coffin. Oh yeah, one of the things I like about this game is, or this series, is the aspect of vampire hunting where you fight the boss. I wish I could. Where you fight the boss in a proper boss fight, force it into a coffin, and then drag that coffin someplace to finish it off. Like, to me, that's the core appeal of the series. Oh, hey, look at that. And each game in the series does at least one thing in a way that, Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, I was too slow to get the item that one ghoul, Bok, dropped. Bok? So the name of this game, Boktai, is short for Bokura no Taiyo, which means our son. Oh, right. Forget it. I'm just going to accept that this is the result of having sunlight at night. Alright. Keep dragging that coffin. Alright, now set the coffin in the center of the pile driver. Good, fire spread to start the generators that just appeared. Equip the knight and hold the B button to fire a solar threat. These generators have been blessed by Gaia, the motherland, and the sun's spirit, Sol, with the power to amplify solar energy. The pile driver is the only thing we can use to purify immortals. So, fun thing, in the instruction booklet for this game, it says that the immortals came from beyond the solar system. We're ready. Press the A button over the shining emblem to start the pile driver. Is the sun out? So I'm gonna add a bit more to the solar gauge, because I've always gotten the sense that playing with only 2 marks on a solar gauge was not the intended way. Starting Purification. Destroy the vampire with solar piles from the generators. The stronger the sunlight striking the sensor, the stronger the solar piles will be. But the vampire will resist the solar piles. When he does, hit the generators with a spread to boost its power. You can overcome the vampire's resistance. When the vampire's darkness gauge, upper right, hits 0, we win. Stop the vampire lord. You can do it, Solar Boy. So I don't like the purification battles in this game as much as in later games, where you chase the boss around. You'll see it if I decide to play Boktai 2. Now this is just a tutorial fight, so it's easier. The boss doesn't even have any attacks. Oh yeah, and after a certain amount of health is burned off, the boss music changes. Okay. Hooray! I got found 4 times? Darn. I got a Fool card. Incineration of the dark matter, the energy source of the immortals, is complete. This eliminates all possibility of revival. Good work, Solar Boy. Come to think of it, I don't know your name. Django, is it? That's a manly name. So here you are, Otenko, messenger of the sun. And this must be the new vampire hunter. But I'm afraid you're too late. While you've been busy playing with the decoy, my wounds have healed splendidly. The Count, we've been tricked. I'll teach you a thing or two. When I attacked the City of the Sun, San Miguel, and struck my enemy down, I had another objective. Yes, the Lunar Maiden, Moon Beauty. She is still alive. Do you dare go after her, Otenko? Moon Beauty? Ha, she's your... In that case, there's still a chance. I sense darkness to the north. Let's go, Django. We have to save Moon Beauty. Do not fear, Solar Boy. We have the sun. The sun will rise tomorrow.
The sun be with you.
Alright. And so now, Django, I must talk to you about something. It's about the solar gun, Gun del Sol. The solar gun takes in sunlight as its energy. If you continue using it under strong sunlight for too long, it will overheat. Then you won't be able to fire the solar gun. I thought that this was a mechanic related to the physical temperature of the cartridge, because it's sunlight sensitive and you gotta have it in sunlight. But no, it's actually just a game mechanic. At the bottom right of the screen, if the gun mark becomes an X, that's a sign of trouble. If you keep on using it under strong sunlight, it will overheat. Go into the shade and let the solar gun cool down. After a while, the gun will no longer be overheated. Even when the overheat status has ended, the gun is still very hot. If you use it under strong sunlight, it will soon overheat again. If it repeats overheating, the safety mechanism disables the solar gun. The safety net mechanism will not undo itself until the sun sets. Be careful. Once it overheats, continue your adventure in the shade or take a break for a while. Do not be reckless. There is no one to replace you. I'm counting on you, Solar Boy Django. So yeah, that's another reason why I'm going in low sunlight. So, join me next time when I continue Boktai. Next time I hunt down the Count. Oh, what fun.